She didn't move. No, that was blurry, my bad.
Alright, I gotta check this out.
I think these are people that no, we haven't had it. Boys and girls change.
Seniors, I'm speaking to the group here tonight, all the community. We'd like to thank you for the hours of hard work and dedication you gave to NCCS athletics. You made us proud and gave us moments we will never forget. Again, the community thanks you. I've always said Northeastern Plate, we've got the best kids around, and you guys proved it. And you're probably going to go out there and make this a better world. There's no doubt in my mind. And for that, these kids deserve a good round of applause. I'd like to introduce the head table. In case somebody knows me, I'm Frank Dumas. This is Carol Burnett. She's president of our booster club. And I could go on talking about the booster club for a little while, but I'm going to do that after. Next is our guest speaker, Jean Ashford. Okay, sorry about that. And I'll have plenty to say about her very shortly after we eat. Next is, we all know, is Kieran Gilroy, our secretary, Booster Club. His wife, Josie Gilroy, our school AD. Our principal, Mr. Steve Grattle, and our superintendent, Pete Turner. A little round of applause for those. Like I said, I'd like to welcome everybody here tonight. For once, the temperature's not too bad, and it certainly smells good, so I guess we should start to eat, and then we'll have plenty to say after. Thank you very much. Okay. What a great deal by a fantastic organization. How about a big round of applause? We only had one problem this evening. We took care of it. Found that whole problem, the lighting and the air from the air conditioner, but I guess the lighting problem had dimmed it a little bit. I guess the camera bouncing off Rick's head, going to Claymore, it's off Tracy from here, and bouncing off here. It was really bothering people out there. So we're taking care of that problem. We did the light, and life is good. Okay, I just want to share that. As you can see, I mean, it looks like a croquet set. Very good. As every year, we always say goodbye to a couple of Wyatt fans. I guess this year, Jim Tierney and Tammy Kelsey probably will win that award. So I know you have no place. We got number one. No, but anyway, don't be strangers. Come back. It's nice to hear your soft voices at the local field. Okay. Also, seniors, I mean, you're all athletes. You have always had, you played many ball games, I should say, but you probably had that one moment where you shine. And you should always carry that with you. Seriously, never forget that one night you made the winning shot or got the winning hit. Cherish that down the road. 1970, I was a sophomore. Played basketball. I'll never forget it. That's the first time I don't. Okay? Never forget it. No, really. I used to set bingo tables up over here at St. Mary's. The two guys that I played ball with, we set up 2 tables. And I said, when I get on a good run on the first table, when I hit the second one in the air, I'm gonna send it home. Well, the plan was good, but I never took care of the end of my plan. I started down that first table, and it was Mitch Gillette, Brian Patel, they threw me the ball, I went up, and I dunked it like Michael Jordan. I was the greatest thing in the world, but I forgot where I was. Down that game, sprained my ankle, broke 2 bones in my wrist. But cherish those moments. Always remember your favorite thing you did in high school, okay? And you can bring that up down the road. Now, that's a true story, yeah? But anyway, thanks to the Booster Club for putting on such a nice deal for these young athletes. Well-deserved, but there's a couple of people here. I've thought about it for a week, and I don't write speeches. I talk off the cuff sometimes and rattle. But there's 2 people at this head table, Josie and Kieran. They have done so much over the years for our kids. So much. A lot of it never really seen. Now, I spent a lot of time at school, but boy, there's been a lot of times when I've been there and they're doing above and beyond the call what they have to. And, you know, I probably could have wrote a book and stood up here all evening and talked about it. But it's just from the bottom of the heart, you know, it's just local, small town, and believe me, it doesn't go unnoticed. Really doesn't. You know, I can remember nights standing there, and they're working in the booth, and some little kid comes in, probably about, 2 foot high. He orders 2 hot dogs, a soda, and a candy bar. He's got 50 cents. Well, guess who paid for the rest of it? It was either one of those 2. I saw that often. You know, hundreds of hours in our concession stand. I mean, they've seen thousands and thousands of dollars spent on uniforms, but it's all for the same bottom reason, the kids. They care. You know, chaperoning dances, running a circus, so many things. I couldn't count the games they've been to support the kids. I couldn't count the games they've been to, local colleges, watching graduates playing. And I just don't know where to go with it, but if you get a chance, stop them. Say thank you, because they've done so much. And they're slowly getting at it. I'm sure when next sports season rolls around and we ask them for a night or 2 to work, they won't say no. But they've paid their dues. They've done a lot for this school, a lot for this community, and it's just amazing. Like I said, I could go on and on and on, but Carol and I, thank you, and the whole community does. Why don't we stand up and give them a big round of applause? And we have other Booster Club members. A lot of you people are here I've seen working. And that's not degrading anybody else. Carol puts a lot of time in. Leanne puts a lot of time in. You know, I could go around this room if I asked anybody to help, you'd be there to help. But those 2 there have just been so special. And the second blow is probably losing her as an AD. Now, this lady dots her I's, crosses her T's. And I've had my days with her where, you know, we just don't see eye to eye, but she's first class. What happens one day, you don't carry into the next. You don't hold a grudge. You come back and you work together. When you work with somebody every day, you're going to have a bad day, but don't carry it into the next day. And I've always respected her for that. Organized, always things are on time. Keeps you up to date and everything. Sometimes, I barked at her once, can you please say hello to me before you tell me something to do? Then we laugh about it a few hours later. But, you know, that's just part of being with somebody every day and working with them. But Northeastern Clinton, the whole district, You know, it's bad enough losing to the Booster Club, losing her as an AD. It'll take somebody a long time to fill her shoes. Not that they can't do the job, but she goes the extra mile. There's no doubt about that. And like I said, you're a coach, you coach hockey, you coach basketball, you coach baseball, you got 20 kids to worry about. Josie's got to worry about every kid, every program, every sport, and every parent. And that alone can be an A. By far, I've been to every school, half the schools in New York State probably. I've been to thousands of games. But I don't think I've ever seen an AD go to as many games and support our kids like Josie does. And that's a fact. Because, like I said, I go to a lot of school and I go to a lot of ADs, but it's just special. And again, I could go on and on and on. But it's just thank you again. You've been a joy to work for, and I'm really going to miss you. And Carol and I got a little something for both of you. Could you give it to him, Carol, please? Now, you heard that song. I probably shouldn't say this in here. The superintendent's probably going to get mad at me. But you get that country music song and the guy says, you got to have the rain make the corn grow, so you can grow whiskey to make your girl frisky. We just about got you there, okay? All you got to do is make it. Josie, thank you. Karen, thank you. Okay, now, we have a guest speaker. Don't be darned, I'm really going to get this name right. It's Gene Ashford. Don't get up yet. It's all good. Just a little over 3 months ago, the world was caught up in Winter Olympic fever. The pageantry, the competition, the stories behind the scenes, the medal count, the awarding of gold, silver, and bronze medallions. It seemed that the entire country was watching. Our guest speaker tonight knows firsthand what it's like to be a Winter Olympian, having completed in 3 Olympics herself at the 8th, 9th, and 10th Winter Games in Squaw Valley, Innsbruck, and Grenoble, France. Jean Ashworth took up speed skating at the age of 6. After hearing the story of Hans Brinker and the silver skates, she begged her mother to take her to the Silver Skate Derby in Boston, where she joined the club. While her expertise was in short track ovals, which are 1/4 the size of the Olympic track, she was able to improvise her own training that even included water skiing to improve her time. At the 1960 Games, she competed in the 500 meter, the 1,000 meter, the 1,500, and the 3,000 meter races. In the 500 meter race, she finished just 2/10 of a second behind the winner and was awarded the bronze medal. One of only 10 medals awarded to the U.S. at the 60 Games. That would make her the first American woman to medal in speed skating. At the 64 Games, she placed 4th in the 500 meter. Her impressive resume also included winning the National Outdoor Championships in 1961, 63, and 67. The Indoor Championships in 57, 59, and 63. The Open Outdoor titles in 66 and 67. The Open Indoor title in 66, and the North American Outdoor Championship in 1961. With a list of accomplishments like that to her credit, it should come as no surprise to learn that Jean was later inducted into the National Speed Skating Hall of Fame. She also excelled in softball and competed in the sport at the national level. In 1960, Jean received her Bachelor of Science degree in Physical Therapy from Tufts University and settled in Wilmington, New York to teach school and work in the family business. She coached speed skating under the Lake Placid Pee Wee Association. As a volunteer and never received payment for her services. Until just recently, Jean was also the supervisor for the town of Wilmington. We were very pleased when she graciously accepted our invitation to be with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome 3-time National Outdoor Champion, 3-time Indoor Champion, three-time Winter Olympian, bronze medalist, and speed skating Hall of Famer, Gene Ashley.
Thank you so much. That was my whole speech. Anyway, thank you so much for having me here tonight. We're here to honor you as seniors for your success in high school athletics, and I congratulate you. Your sport has taught you to keep going when you were exhausted, to never give up, and these lessons will be valuable for you throughout your whole life. I have found participation in athletics to be an experience that has benefited me throughout my whole life. And this is the part that they already told you about, but I'll tell you about it again. You might ask how I became involved in speed skating. And when I was a little girl, my grandmother read me a story of Hans Rinker with the Silver Skates. And that's a story about Dutch boys and girls who raced in a very special event on the canals in Holland. I was fascinated with the story, and I was fascinated with the bright colored pictures of the skaters racing. There were crowds lining the canals, and when I heard about a Silver Skates derby that was being held in a city nearby, I wanted to be just like those Dutch children. And I did skate in the Silver Skates derby, but it wasn't exactly like the canals in Holland. It was in Boston Garden, where the Bruins and the Celtics played. The Boston Pops played while the skaters went around the track, and big spotlights shone on them. I was hooked. This is what I wanted to do. And that was how I began. Just about every weekend, all winter long, my family and my sister and I traveled throughout the country to do the competitions while we were in grade school and through 3 Olympic Winter Games. And sometimes, opportunities come in the most unexpected ways, and sometimes it seems as if we are chosen rather than the other way around. When I was your age, finishing high school, I had no idea that Olympics would be something that I could try for. There weren't any Olympic Games for women speed skaters, and I loved speed skating, and I thought that North American national and regional titles were all I could try for. But when I was a junior in college, there was an announcement that women's speed skating would be included in the 1960 Winter Olympic Games for the very first time. 6 of the best women skaters throughout the country would be chosen for the Olympic team in Minnesota during the winter of 1959. I had the 4th best time in the 500 meter and didn't make the team in what I thought was my very best event. One skater would be chosen from the next race, the 1,000 meter, and to my surprise, by 0.3 of a second, I got the first place and I was on the Olympic team. I was so thrilled and overjoyed, it almost seemed impossible. And now that I had made the Olympic team, and it was the winter before the actual games, and I was a junior in college, about ready to enter my senior year, I had a year to get ready. And at that time, we had to develop our own training programs, and we had to be our own coaches. Compared to what it's like today, with expert coaches who teach the most efficient skating style and create individual training programs and have worldwide competitions, those changes have produced much faster times. In fact, in Squaw Valley, it was the first time that a man skated the 500 meter in just over 40 seconds. He came very close to beating the 40-second milestone for the 500 meter. And today, the world record for men is 34.03 seconds. That's nearly 6 seconds faster. And in 1963, I skated a world record in the 500 meter of 44.4 seconds. The women's world record today is 37 seconds. And along with better training methods are also improved skates. Clap skates allow the skater a longer push and more power, and so a faster time. The rings are all inside, so there's no wind and weather to contend with. And the ice surface is carefully controlled for the temperature to be exactly white for maximum speed, and of course the skating uniforms are sleek in one piece for no wind resistance. And I did bring along my bronze medal, and it's in a redwood box because it was held in California. And I won it in Squaw Valley. I was third in the 500 meter, 2/10 behind the winner. And I remember so clearly, just about 10 yards before the finish line, I kind of caught my skate, and I stumbled. And I often wonder what would have happened if I had a clear finish. And that, that's all it takes to go from first place to third place. But no matter where you finish, remember, it's important to be in the game. Now, I have several ideas that have been important in my life that I'd like to leave you with. The first is that athletics is a great model, where you learn to persevere. And when the race was in the final lap, and I would feel as if there was no way I could keep going. I was exhausted. I would just tell myself, make one more step, just one more step. And I could, and I could continue. And the second thing is to take advantage of those opportunities that come up. They're often unforeseen, and they're sudden. I could never have guessed that in later years I would become supervisor in the town where I live. And that experience has given me the opportunity to face new challenges and to expand my learning about the importance of local government and to help others be represented and have access to resources of the town and the county. And it also reminded me to appreciate the process of decision-making that we have in this country. And third is to have faith in your abilities, to work hard and do things you're passionate about. Don't be afraid to risk learning something new. I found myself enrolled in a woodworking program in middle age, knowing that when I was your age and I loved to take things apart. I would take everything apart if I could get it apart, bicycles, logs. And I really wanted to be an engineer, but engineers weren't part of a formal program in college at that time. So I became a physical education major. And now, thanks to an adult education program in woodworking, I build furniture and cabinets and customize people's living spaces. It took a while to discover that outlet for my passion for building and designing. But time is on your side, and you have many years after high school to continue learning and striving to find satisfaction and happiness through your talents and to build on the experience of those important, exciting years as high school athletes. And I wish you the best, and I encourage you to keep the memories of these years close. And thank you very much.
Thank you, Gene. You know, I told you about that dunk. I was 125 pounds lighter. Just share it. I have another little story though. This was my brother-in-law. It was his memory in high school. He, big Catholic school in the city area, and he made the team. Didn't play a lot, but his memory was they were playing this other giant Catholic school, and I believe there's 3 to 5 seconds left to go in the game, and the coach put him in. He said he received the ball at midcourt, took it, heaved it, and the ball went in. He said they only lost by 48. But that was his moment. You know? So carry those moments with you. You can share them down the road. Now, we're going to get some words from our principal and superintendent, and I'll just come up once, and you fellas can go back to back if you don't mind. Thank you.
Good evening. Frank's a tough act to follow there, but we'll keep it brief. To the seniors, I know there's only 4 days of classes left, and I understand that there's a great deal of confusion out there. So I want you to take out your cell phones right now, and I want to text all new members of the senior class and let them know it's official. Senior skip day is Saturday. Senior skip day is Saturday. Push send. That's all you need to do. I want to thank the seniors for athletes in this district, and you should be proud of that. To the parents, I say thank you for making those children the way they are today. Thank you for driving them to games and practices, and thank you for supporting the school district. And thank you especially for passing our budget a few weeks ago by a 3-1 margin. I truly appreciate that. Seniors, a couple of serious messages though. I know this is the time of year when everybody says, don't drink and drive. And I can't give you that message. I won't give you that message. If you're not old enough, don't drink. Plain and simple. And to the parents, I hope you're listening to those commercials that are on now about those who host lose the most. Please, don't be drinking. With the last 4 days of school left, I ask you to exit with class. You've done many good things over the years, and people will forget those when you do something stupid. So when you're thinking about graduation and having a big old time and making it look like a joke like they do on television, remember your mom and dad are there, your grandmother, she wants to see you cross that stage and exit with class. We know you can do it, and I ask that you would do that. And senior pranks really aren't funny when somebody gets hurt or something is damaged. So don't blow the last 4, 5, 6 years of your high school career in a few moments by doing something silly the last 3 days of school. I know that you can do it, and we expect that you can do that. So I wish you well as you leave Northeastern Clinton. I will say that I had a choice this afternoon when I woke up from my nap of what to do. And I said, well, I can write comments on Miss Gilroy and roast her for 20 minutes, or I can sign the diplomas. Josie, you'll be happy to know I signed diplomas. I would like to say my sincere thanks to Mrs. Gilroy and her husband Karen for all that they've done for this district. You're going to be tough people to replace. And for the Booster Club, I'm afraid we're losing some of our good workers next year. So I would echo Frank's comments, and I don't usually do that. Please step forward so that this Booster Club can continue to be the organization that it currently is. Because if we lose 4 good workers here next year, that's a huge void. So please consider, when you're suffering from that empty nest syndrome, the Booster Club is there. Great way to fill that void. So thank you for seniors. Continue to do well. I wish you great success no matter where you go. And thank you for being here this evening to share in the pride of the Cougars. Good night.
Well, the past 2 years, Mr. Turner and I have spoken at the end of the evening as opposed to the middle, so I had thought I had another 30 minutes or so to write my speech in my head. But it is a pleasure to be up here, and I want to tell the students that we appreciate, we as a whole community and the parents here appreciate what you've done. When you get old, like most people at this table, we live vicariously through you. We earned the days that we played all these sports, and we really like going and watching you and seeing the things that you do. And as a parent of a couple of kids who are into sports, I realize the commitment it takes from the parents to get the job done. So thank you, students, for all you've done. Thank you, parents, for getting the kids to all these practices and staying out late and doing all the things that need to be done as a parent. It's a great thing to do. We really appreciate it. Students, we like to see what you can do. As far as Josie Gilroy, I got to say something too, because I get to see her from the inside. I get to watch the things she does in the school. She is a meticulous lady. She gets things done. She is one thing that goes without being noticed is the athletic policy we have at NCCS, where you have to maintain grades to be able to participate. A lot of schools don't have that. A lot of schools don't enforce that. And Ms. Gilroy, among her many other talents, is great with details. She enforces this policy, and I think it makes the school a better place. She does all kinds of things. You wouldn't believe the time that she has spent the last few days setting up this event. You wouldn't believe how much of my secretary's time she has sucked up the last few days. But I do still care for her, and it's been a real pleasure working for her. So thank you, Josie. Thank you, Karen. I appreciate that a lot. And finally, Frank, I'm not familiar with the frisky country music song, but whatever's in that bottle, can you give me some of that?
And now our AD, Josie Gilroy.
Unlike Frank, I cannot speak off the cuff, so I do have a few words here. On behalf of the Northeastern Clinton Athletic Department, I would like to welcome all the athletes, parents, fellow coaches, members of the Booster Club, administrators, and guests to our Senior Athletes Awards Banquet. It is indeed a special opportunity to honor our senior athletes. I would like to thank our guest speaker, Jean Ashworth, for her enlightening words. It's fantastic to meet an Olympic bronze medalist, and particularly since she was the first U.S. woman ever to medal in speed skating. I would like to thank Lisa Menard for typing the program, Tina Bouchard for printing the plaques, and the staff of the KFC for such a delicious dinner. Please join me in a round of applause for both people. I want to thank the Northeastern Booster Club for organizing this event and for their ongoing support of our athletic programs. This year they purchased a new soccer scoreboard, a scorer's table banner, and softball uniforms. They give out 2 scholarships every year, and they also pay for the athletes' dinner tonight. The Booster Club members and all the parents who volunteer to work in the concession stands made that possible. So again, let's have another round of applause, please. I have to say a special thank you to some very deserving people. Carol Burnett has been the Booster Club president for the last 7 years. She's put in countless hours purchasing and delivering food for the concession stand, purchasing and selling school clothing, setting up and or working in the concession stands, taking all the pictures, displaying all the pictures, and I believe you can take them home tonight, right? All those pictures over there you can take home tonight. And she does many other things as well. And although she still will help out occasionally, I'm sure she has decided to step down as president. Carol deserves a huge thank you and a very big round of applause. My husband Kieran has been in the Booster Club for 20 years, and he's been the secretary for the last 18. He too has put in countless hours purchasing and delivering food and drinks for the concession stands, and for the last several years he set up the concession stand for all the basketball games, and he worked in there or in the soccer booth for tons of games. I know that he'll work occasionally, but I believe he does plan to step down as secretary. Kieran has become a true fan of Northeastern Clinton athletic teams, and he also deserves a huge thank you and a big round of applause. Both Carol and Frank Dumas were instrumental in getting the soccer concession stand built, and Frank does a tremendous amount of work for the Booster Club and for our school district, and you probably don't know all the things that he does, and I'm not going to rattle them all off, but he works a lot. He's done many, many things. He's given me a hard time at times, but I won't do that. We tease each other. I thought I was going to hear some really bad things tonight. I was waiting for it. But Frank deserves a huge round of applause. We did lose him as a coach this spring, but we're hoping that he'll be back next year. And just one more person that's been in the Booster Club for a long time, and that's Leanne Macy. And Leanne, her daughter graduated a year ago, and she still comes back, and she works in the booth, and you can call her at any time, and she'll hustle right over and work for you. And she ran the sidelines with the soccer balls for me all year long, and this year, and for the last several, and I really appreciate that. Thank you, Leanne. At this time, I would like to introduce the coaches that are present here tonight and ask you please to stand briefly and take a bow. Frank Dumas, soccer and basketball. Brent Baker, volleyball. Dave Lambert, over in the corner over here, basketball. Rob Francis, hockey. Jason Barnhart, hockey. Matt Burnett, golf. And Greg Morris, softball. Athletics is an integral part of the total education experience. There's much to be learned from participation in athletics, lessons that may significantly impact your lives in the future. I recently came across a quote from legendary UCLA basketball coach John Wooden, who just passed away at the age of 99. Success comes from knowing that you did your best to become the best that you are capable of becoming. It is my hope that your participation in Northeastern Clinton athletic program has provided you the opportunity to do just that, to do your best and become your best. I applaud your devotion to our NCCS athletic program. I applaud your spirit of sacrifice for the good of the team or others, your willingness to work together for a common goal. And I applaud the accomplishments that you have achieved in the last several years. You've learned about discipline, hard work, perseverance, responsibility, the power of passion, and the importance of sportsmanship. I'm sure that you have experienced many emotional moments, both highs and lows, that have contributed to your character development. Hopefully, you've learned to win with grace and to lose with dignity and respect. All of these lessons act as a foundation for your continued success in the future. Your parents have raised you, cared for you, and loved you. Your teachers and coaches have instructed you and mentored you. Opposing teams have provided you with a challenge to improve your skills, and being an athletic team member has given you the opportunity to develop lifelong friendships with your teammates. So take the time to let your parents know how important their support has been. And don't be afraid to let your teachers or coaches and your friends know if they've had a significant effect in your life. On behalf of the coaches, I want to congratulate you on your outstanding years here at Northeastern Clinton. Your accomplishments in athletics and academics have made us all proud, and your achievements as individuals and team members in the class of 2010 will long be remembered. Thank you for all the great memories. We hope that in some small way, participation in our program has helped you grow and mature into fine young men and women. As you move into the next phase of your life, I'll leave you with two quotes. Jim Valvano once said, "There are 86,400 seconds in a day. It's up to you to decide what to do with them." And Vince Lombardi said, "Perfection is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence." This is great advice that will serve you well to remember in the future. Make the most of every day, and the best of luck to all of you. Thank you. For the awards, I will recognize each individual athlete in the following categories: number of years earning a varsity letter in each sport, whether or not they were captain, most valuable player awards, most improved player awards, the White N Awards, which are those who have lettered in 3 sports in 1 year, and special awards, records, academic achievements, etc. while participating in Northeastern Clinton athletics. There is something that you'll hear quite a lot tonight, and that is New York State Public High School Athletic Association Scholar Athlete Team Award. And I don't want to have to say that over and over and over again, so I'm going to call it the NYSOFA Scholar Athlete Team Award. Every year, I switch on and off between the girls and the boys going first. So this year, I'm going to start with the gentlemen. I would like you to line up over here, next to the wall, and I'd like you to line up in alphabetical order. Come on over, guys. As I call your name, guys, you're going to step right up here next to the podium, look right into the camera over there, Mr. Castine. I'll read some information about you. Our guest speaker will hand you your plaque. And if an athlete is not here tonight, I will only list the sports that they have lettered in. I'm not going to read anything else. I will say that since I have gotten slightly older, it's a little bit harder for me to read. I write very small for anybody that knows it, so I'll do the best I can. Devin Ashland. Devin earned his letter in ice hockey for 3 years, in golf for 4 years. He was a captain in golf. In hockey, he has 2 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, Middlebury Tournament champions for 2 years, the MVU, Saranac, and Malone Tournament championships for 1 year each, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. In golf, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, low medalist for Section 7 at the Craig Chisholm Golf Tournament in 2009. He was a state qualifier 1 year. Qualified for the New York State Public High School Athletic Association, I screwed it up already. Stellar Athlete Team Award in hockey for 3 years and golf for 3 years. He was the CDAC All-Academic Award winner in the winter season. He earned a varsity letter in golf for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Devin. Brett Mosley is not here tonight. He had earned his varsity letter in soccer for 2 years and in baseball for 4 years. Connor Chapman. Connor earned his letter in basketball 2 years. He was the most improved player 1 year. He has 1 CDAC championship, and that was an undefeated season, 1 Section 7 championship. They were ranked as high as 6th in the state that year. The officials team sportsmanship award 1 year. Received the basketball official scholarship this year. It was a Bobcat shootout championship for 2 years, the Shazy Tournament championship 1 year, CDAC Honorable Mention All-Star 1 year. He qualified for the Nice Off the Scholar Athlete Team Award in basketball 1 year. Congratulations, Connor. Justin DiNatale is not here tonight, and he earned his letter in bowling 1 year. Justin DiOrio. Justin participated in varsity baseball for 2 years, and he earned his varsity letter this year. And in the baseball team, he has 1 CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award. Congratulations, Justin. Down and 100 to go. Brandon Garrett. Brandon earned his varsity letter in ice hockey 2 years. In hockey, he has 1 CDAC championship, the Middlebury Tournament championship for 1 year, the Malone Tournament championship 1 year, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. Congratulations, Brandon. Randy Grimshaw. Randy earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in basketball 2 years, and baseball 2 years. He was a captain in baseball. He was the most improved player in soccer 1 year. He earned his white letter N award in soccer, basketball, and baseball 1 year. In soccer, 1 CDAC championship, Pizza Hut Tournament championship for 2 years. In basketball, 1 CDAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship, ranked as high as 6th place in the state. Bobcat Shootout Championship 2 years, Shazy Tournament Championship 1 year, Official Sportsmanship Award 1 year. In baseball, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. He qualified for the Nice Off the Scholar Athlete Team Award in basketball 1 year. He was a CDAC All-Academic Award winner this fall season. And he had a grade point average of 90% in his senior year for 3 sports seasons. Congratulations, Randy. Fred Hatfield. Fred earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years and in basketball 2 years. He was the most valuable player in soccer and on defense 1 year. In soccer, he has 1 CDAC championship, Pizza Hut Tournament championship for 2 years, CDAC Honorable Mention All-Star in soccer 1 year. In basketball, 1 CDAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship, ranked as high as 6th in the state, Bobcat Shootout Championship for 2 years, Shazy Tournament Championship for 1 year, the Official Sportsmanship Award for 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Off the Scholar Athlete Team Award in basketball for 1 year. Congratulations, Fred. Josh Harvey. Josh earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in ice hockey 3 years, and track 1 year. He had earned the Coaches Award in hockey 1 year. He earned his white letter N award in soccer, hockey, and track 1 year. In soccer, 1 CDAC championship, Pizza Hut Tournament championship for 2 years,
In hockey, 2 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, Middlebury Tournament champions 2 years, the MVU, the Saranac, and the Malone Tournament champions 1 year each. CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award, 1 year. Congratulations, Josh. Dustin Hemingway. Dustin participated in baseball for 2 years and he earned his varsity letter this year. He has 1 CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award. I have to say, for Dustin, I've listened to him, I've been at many of the boys' baseball games, and I do believe, Dustin, you would make a great coach. Very positive out there, and I appreciate that. So, congratulations, Dustin. Kyle Keswick. Kyle earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years. He was a captain in soccer. He has 1 CDAC championship, Pizza Hut tournament champions for 2 years, and he was a CDAC Division II All-Star this year. Congratulations, Kyle. Brandon Lemire. Brandon earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in ice hockey 4 years, and baseball 3 years. He was a captain in soccer and hockey. He was the most valuable player in hockey 1 year. He earned his white letter and award in soccer, hockey, and baseball 2 years. In soccer, he has 1 CDAC championship, Pizza Hut tournament championship for 2 years. In hockey, 3 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, Middlebury, MVU, and Saranac tournament championships 2 years. Malone and Lake Placid tournament championships 1 year. CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. He was a CDAC Honorable Mention All-Star 1 year. In baseball, they earned the CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in hockey 1 year. He earned a varsity letter in hockey for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Brandon. Eric Linkowski. Eric earned his varsity letter in soccer 1 year and in track 1 year. In soccer, he has 1 CDAC championship and a Pizza Hut championship for 1 year. Congratulations, Eric. Dan Mangan. Dan earned his varsity letter in baseball 2 years, and he has a CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award, and he's going to learn how to snowboard a little better next year. Just kidding. Congratulations, Dan. I missed him in my class when he was out. Casey Mero. Casey earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in basketball 2 years, and in baseball 2 years. He was the most improved basketball player 1 year. He earned his white letter and award in soccer, basketball, and baseball 2 years. In soccer, he has 1 CDAC championship, Pizza Hut tournament championships for 2 years, in CDAC Division II and All-League All-Star this year. And in basketball, 1 CDAC championship, 1 Section 7 championship, ranked as high as 6th in the state. The Bobcats Shootout champions for 2 years, Shazy tournament champions 1 year, and the official sportsmanship award 1 year. In baseball, the CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. Congratulations, Casey. I was hoping to have heard about All-Stars for boys baseball, but we didn't hear yet. They haven't been chosen yet, so unfortunately we don't get to find that out for a while. Next up is John McGoldrick. John's mom will come forward. John earned his varsity letter in bowling 2 years. We all know that he passed away in a very tragic car accident last January. I'm quite confident that he would have earned his 3rd year of bowling, and I believe he would have earned his letter in golf for 2 years. In bowling, John had 2 CDAC championships, 1 CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award for 3 years. In golf, a CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award for 1 year. And congratulations to John, and his mother Kim is accepting the plaque for him. Chad Piche. Chad earned his varsity letter in cross country 3 years, in ice hockey 2 years, in track 1 year, and he participated in golf this year. He was a captain in cross country, most valuable cross country runner for 1 year. He earned his white letter N in cross country hockey and track 1 year. In cross country, Chad was a New York State Championship participant 1 year. In hockey, 3 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, the Middlebury, MVU, and Saranac Tournament championships 2 years, Lake Placid Tournament championship 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in cross country 1 year, in hockey 2 years, in track 2 years, and in golf 1 year. And he carried a GPA of 90% in his senior year for 1 sports season. Congratulations, Chad. Devin Kozak. Devin earned his varsity letter in soccer 2 years and in tennis 2 years. He was a captain in soccer, the most valuable soccer player on offense 1 year, and the most valuable tennis player 1 year. In soccer, he has 1 CDAC championship, the Pizza Hut Tournament championship for 2 years, CDAC Division II All-Star 1 year. In tennis, 1 CDAC championship, 2 Section 7 championships. He was the CDAC doubles champion this year along with Bobby Marks, and he's therefore qualified for the states. He was a second team all-star at number 2 doubles 1 year. He qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in tennis 1 year. Congratulations, Devin. Tegan Spinner is not here tonight. He earned his varsity letter in soccer 1 year. And he kept the basketball shot clock for us for 2 years, and I really appreciated that. And now the young ladies. Morgan Baker is first on my list, and as we all know, Morgan was killed in a tragic accident this December. Morgan earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 4 years. I will go through her information. She was the most valuable cheerleader for 1 year. She had 3 CDAC championships, Potsdam Invitational Championship 1 year. Earned a varsity letter in cheerleading for 4 consecutive years. So congratulations to Morgan Baker. Melinda Bayshard. Melinda earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years and in cheerleading 4 years. She was a captain in cheerleading. She was the most improved cheerleader 1 year. In soccer, won the CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award and the Parker Chevrolet Tournament Champs for 1 year. And in cheerleading, 3 CDAC championships, Potsdam Invitational Championship 1 year, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer for 2 years, carried a grade point average of 90% in her senior year for 1 sports season, and earned a varsity letter in cheerleading for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Mary. Stephanie Baser. Stephanie bowled for several years, and she earned her varsity letter 2 years. She was a captain in bowling. She has 3 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, a CDA of 2 years of CDAC Team Sportsmanship in bowling. Congratulations, Stephanie. Megan Border. Megan earned her varsity letter in cross country 2 years and in softball 2 years. She qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in cross country 3 years and in softball 2 years. Congratulations, Megan. Chelsea Brown is not here tonight. She earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 1 year. Mara Five. Mara earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in basketball 2 years, in softball 3 years. She was a captain in soccer and softball. She was the most valuable softball player 1 year. She earned her varsity letter and award, white letter, in soccer, basketball, and softball 2 years. In soccer, she had a CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championship 1 year. In basketball, 2 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, 1 regional championship, and the state semifinalists ranked 4th in the state. They also won the Section 7-10 Challenge Tournament Championship 1 year. In softball, 1 CDAC championship, CDAC Division I All-Star for 3 years, and an All-League All-Star 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 2 years, in basketball 2 years, in softball 2 years, and carried a grade point average of 90% in her senior year for 2 sports seasons. Congratulations, Mara. Jackie Bales. Jackie earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in cheerleading 2 years, and in track 1 year. She was a captain in track. She was most improved in the track events 1 year. In soccer, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, and the Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championships 1 year. In cheerleading, 2 CDAC championships, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 1 year, and in track 1 year. Congratulations, Jackie. Jessica Farrow is not here. She earned her varsity letter in cross country 2 years. Bree Fozier. Bree earned her varsity letter in soccer 1 year. She has a CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award. She qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 1 year and carried a grade point average of 90% this year for 1 sports season. Congratulations, Bree. Mary Elizabeth Frankie. Emmy, as I call her, earned her varsity letter in soccer 3 years, basketball 2 years, softball 3 years, and she participated 1 year in tennis. She was a captain in soccer and softball. She was the most valuable player in soccer 1 year and the most valuable player in softball 1 year. She has a white letter and award in soccer, basketball, and softball for 2 years. In soccer, 1 CDAC championship, the Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championships 2 years, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. She was a CDAC Division I and All-League All-Star 1 year. She received the Section 7 Soccer Official Scholarship. In basketball, 2 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, ranked as high as 5th in the state. CDAC 13 All-Star 1 year. And in softball, 1 CDAC championship. She was a CDAC Division I All-Star 1 year. She had the CDAC All-Academic Award in the winter season, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 3 years, in basketball 2 years, in softball 3 years, in tennis 1 year. Carried a grade point average of 90% in her senior year for 2 sports seasons. She was a CDAC champion in 3 different sports, soccer, basketball, and softball. Congratulations. Ashley Boyette. Ashley earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in volleyball 2 years, and in track 1 year. She was a captain in volleyball. She was the most improved player in soccer 1 year and in volleyball 1 year. In soccer, she has a CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year and a Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championship 1 year. In volleyball, she was a CDAC Honorable Mention All-Star 1 year. She earned a CDAC All-Academic Award in the fall season, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 2 years, in volleyball 2 years, in track 1 year. Carried a grade point average of 90% her senior year in 2 sports seasons. Congratulations, Ashley. Jenna Hansen is not here tonight. She earned her varsity letter in cheerleading 4 years. Taylor Kelsey. Taylor earned her varsity letter in soccer 4 years, in ice hockey 1 year, and a manager in ice hockey 1 more year. She She had a letter in softball for 3 years. She was a captain in both soccer and softball, most valuable player in softball 1 year, most dedicated softball player 1 year. She earned a white letter N in soccer, hockey, and softball 1 year. In soccer, 2 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championship 2 years. In hockey, 2 CDAC championships, 1 Section 7 championship, Middlebury Tournament Championship 2 years. MVU and Saranac Tournament Champions 1 year. In softball, 2 CDAC championships, to the CDAC Honorable Mention All-Star 1 year. In CDAC All-Academic Award winner this spring, she qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 4 years, in hockey 2 years, in softball 3 years, carried a grade point average of 90% in her senior year, 2 sports seasons. CDAC champion also in 3 different sports, soccer, hockey, and softball. Earned a varsity letter in soccer for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Taylor. Ashley Lamberton. Ashley earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years and in softball 3 years, and this year she gave volleyball a try. She was she was pretty darn good at it too. She should have started sooner. She was most valuable player in softball 1 year. In soccer, she had the CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championship 1 year. In softball, 1 CDAC championship. She was a CDAC Division I and All-League All-Star 1 year. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 1 year, in softball 2 years. Carried a grade point average of 90% in her senior year for 1 sports season. Congratulations, Ashley. Aisha Loya. Aisha earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in volleyball 3 years, in softball 2 years. She was a captain in volleyball. She was the most valuable player in volleyball 1 year. She earned a white letter N award in soccer, volleyball, and softball 1 year. In soccer, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championships 1 year. In volleyball, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year. She was a CDAC First Team All-Star 1 year. Saranac Holiday All-Tournament Team for 3 years. In softball, 1 CDAC championship. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 2 years. In volleyball 1 year. In softball 2 years. Carried a grade point average in senior year for 1 sport of 90%. For 1 sport season. Congratulations, ladies. Janet McMillan. Janet earned her varsity letter in cheerleading for 4 years. She has 3 CDAC championships, Potsdam Invitational Championship for 1 year, earned a varsity letter in cheerleading for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Janet. Kelly Pavlidis. Kelly earned her varsity letter in cheerleading for 4 years. She was a captain in cheerleading and the most valuable cheerleader 1 year. She has 3 CDAC championships, Potsdam Invitational Championship 1 year. She carried a grade point average of 90% her senior year for 1 sports season. Earned a varsity letter in cheerleading for 4 consecutive years. Congratulations, Kelly. Alyssa Ravenel. Alyssa earned her varsity letter in soccer 2 years, in volleyball 3 years, in softball 2 years. She was a captain in volleyball. She was the most valuable volleyball player 2 years. She earned the white letter N award in soccer, volleyball, and softball for 2 years. In soccer, CDAC Team Sportsmanship Award 1 year, Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championship 1 year. In volleyball, CDAC Team Sportsmanship 1 year. She has the school record in assists of 732, right? Trying to read here. She was a CDAC First Team All-Star for 2 years, in the Saranac Holiday, the NCCS Varsity Tournament, and the Hannah's Hope All-Tournament Team 2 years each. The Northern Adirondack All-Tournament Team, okay, sorry. 1 year, Third team All-Star 1 year. In softball, won CDAC championship, qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 2 years, in volleyball 2 years, and softball 2 years. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Sydney Sweetek is not here. She was a foreign exchange student here for a year, and I always, when they come in from another country, I always invite them to come to the senior dinner, but she wasn't able to attend, but she did earn her varsity letter in tennis this year. And last but not least, Katie Lynn Tierney. Katie earned her varsity letter in soccer 1 year, and she was basketball manager for 2 years, and earned her varsity letter in softball 2 years. She was a captain in softball. In soccer, Parker Chevrolet Tournament Championship 1 year. In softball, won CDAC Championship. Qualified for the Nice Office Scholar Athlete Team Award in soccer 1 year, in softball 2 years. She also carried a grade point average in her senior year of 90% for one sports season. Congratulations, Katie. I'm not quite sure what we got left. I'll turn it back over to Mr. Dumas, but I would say that Jean Ashworth did bring her bronze medal, and it's kind of neat to hold that in your hand. I'm sure she'd let you see it if you'd like to see it at the end, so please come on up. And thank you.
This is what I mean about Josie. That's a lot of work right there to prepare that for you seniors. That's a lot of awards right there. And one last big round of applause for these seniors, and a nice big goodbye to Josie. Over the years, I've received a lot of different letters and stuff from other coaches and people that have played sports, and they all got the little quotes. I put something together a few years back, and I kind of play with it each year, and I send it on to you seniors. First, I'd like to thank everyone who attended tonight, and please keep supporting our athletic program. Say one more time, that Booster Club is vital to that school. So you've got a minute, you've got an hour, we'll take it. Seniors who have learned a lot from athletics. You learn hard work and sweat are good for you. You learn that the first and most important thing is attitude. Athletics is only a game. Everyone loses, not only you, and defeat isn't fatal or final unless you let it be that way. Everyone you have met in life has helped shape you into who you are today. Remember always, keep an open mind and treat people the way you like to be treated. After tonight, your certificates and plaques will be hung on the wall, and then later on in life packed away and took out once in a while to bring back old memories. What can't be packed away are the lessons you learned and the friends you made. I was always told if you had only one good friend, you were a wealthy person. Look around this room, you are truly wealthy people. In closing, as you look around just now, remember, some of these faces have become routine or neglected. Some of these faces that after graduation night, believe me, you may never see again. Whether it be a teammate, a coach, teacher, even good old mom and dad, let them know how important they've been to you. With a handshake or maybe a big hug and a thank you. Seniors, good luck and God bless you. Thank you very much.